Good evening, everybody. It is April 28th, 2022. I'm phoning in the introduction tonight because, well, I'm not at my computer. I'm actually on an old phone, and I needed to have an introduction because I got rid of the music. So please enjoy the show. I should be home by the time this introduction is finished. Thank you very much.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into Tuesday night, January 16th, 2024. Kinstout Live with the Zoom homies with Kinstout Live. I thought I had a brief audio issue. I do not. It apparently has gone away. Still hearing Greg's TV. Did Greg step away, or is he there? Yeah, I'm not sure. We have William, we have Rich, we have Greg, we have Alex, we have Chris, and Ghetto dropped out. He'll be back. I'm going to go ahead and unmute you guys. You should be able to say hi to YouTube now with no problem.
Hello, YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't want to say hi.
According to the mixture you're going out. Yes, it's a National Nothing Day. Thus, the nothing sign. Thus, for the next 29 minutes, we're going to sit here in dead silence. Even if I have to put Alex in the waiting room. Because this show's about nothing.
No, this show can't be about nothing. I tell you what this show's about. This show's about Ken. Because after all,
obviously you didn't hear a word that I just said, so we'll see in a minute. Tony Wallow was first, followed by Greg Guy. He was filling out some paperwork. That's why he was second. That's a good excuse. I like that. Ghetto was third. I'm starting to be a little worried about Ghetto now that he left and hasn't come back. Sin Vicious was fourth. That's a decent one. Rick Lakes was fifth. Let me go see if I can bring old... I don't understand simple instructions. BH Ringer, greetings all from Nova Scotia. He is 44 degrees and a light rain. I'm jealous. We are currently sitting at not 44, I'll tell you that.
Oh,
6 degrees above zero. So
we're at 22.
I would take 22. 22 is way better than 6. Whenever it says, hey, BH Ringer. Do what, Chris?
Too bad you don't say six, just 6 below, because I would say 6 below what?
No, it's not 6 below zero. It's 6 above zero. Minus 6 degrees is 6 degrees below zero. Alex, watch what you say this time. Yeah. Good luck with that, Rick.
We're supposed to be going down to 17 tonight.
Our overnight low is showing to be 3 degrees tonight.
Alex, did you know what you said was going to put you in the waiting room?
No.
When we ask, is Mrs. K surviving? Yes, Mrs. K is doing all right. She actually went to the virtual place with me today to play golf, and she recorded, 10, 15 videos, of which there's only one that's really worth anything. Hello, Miss Gel Official. Good to see her show up for some support. I appreciate it. Hopefully some other people from across the way will, but it is...
I'm trying to doctor my toe because I kicked the drill by mistake, and the end of the drill bit cut. But I'll be okay. I'm not going to die.
That is a story I would like to know how you kicked a drill.
I accidentally kicked the drill because it was on the floor.
Oh, now it's
I know that's not safe.
No.
I got to call also on you.
I accidentally kicked the drill because it was on the floor. Oh my gosh. Uh,
I know how it sounded.
oh, that's funny.
Should have had
What?
your shoes on.
No.
If you're doing work or if you're working around power tools, Chris, you need to have your foot gear on, your shoes, your boots. That way,
Steel toe shoes.
yeah, your sandals. I can't get the thing that does the
I never
pop
hardly wear
out
shoes.
chat to work, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. We may be stuck with the last one we did. I see Ghetto is back. Did you get your
That
microphone fixed?
Yeah, that better.
Nope.
What's wrong with it?
Other than you're not facing your microphone and we can't hear you, nothing. Rick Lake says hi to Wintermute. Maybe this will actually start working again. So I seriously am contemplating today doing the intro, the introductions, the hellos, the highs, how's it going? And then for the next 25, 30 minutes, just sitting here doing nothing.
Is that better now?
Yes, that's much better. Did you finally get the microphone over to where you're kind of have it close to you?
No, it wasn't that right.
Oh, yes, Alex, you have your hand raised. Here we go with the hand
Yes,
raising
I have
tonight.
I have something to say, Ken. Chris, to answer your question about whether I knew what I think was going to be put in the writing room or not, I figured out what it is. It's just Ken being prejudiced against people south of the Mississippi.
Alex.
He's got to get that soundbar issue repaired. I tell you, it's really, really
So that
difficult.
tells me he does know.
Oh, I'm sure he knows.
And he's just being very sarcastic.
He's trying to be very sarcastic. Yes, he is. But you know what? Actually, that's a good step for him. I haven't seen this out of him in a long while. So, yes.
Hello, Mr. Sarcastic.
You need to get you need to go back to Walmart and get you a new soundbar. Or I'll return your old one. It works just as good. Eric says gone again.
He said, as soon as you come visit him, he'll get you to buy another one.
Yeah, he won't.
He'll
He
call
might
you
think
into
he
buying
will,
another
but
one.
no. He don't know it, but this year's visit, he's paying for everything. He's paying for the hotel room. He's paying for the gas to and from. He's paying for the steak dinner that I want, and I will pick the restaurant, and it won't be Texas Roadhouse. It will be pricey. Look at him. He's
But
lost. He's
messenger
like a
guy-
deer in the headlights. Do what, Chris?
Messenger got another update.
What, Facebook Messenger?
Yep.
I
Well,
don't have-
I'm using it on the computer, so
Yeah, I don't. I use it out of the Facebook itself. I don't put the app on my computer.
and I bet you. Oh, Zoom actually is up to date. Okay.
That's good. So the virtual place is really cool. We practiced for about a half hour, and then we actually played a course out of Florida called the Yards. I don't know exactly where in Florida it's at. What I do know is there wasn't a hole on that course that did not have water somewhere. In certain cases, it had water all the way around the doggone hole. Ask me how I know that. MPA Asian Artist says hello. Hello, MPA Artist. Asian AMP. Well, that's a mouthful. MPA Asian Artist. Ain't saying that 10 times fast. Do what, Bill? How do I know there was water?
You hit ball in it every time.
Oh no. On one hole, I hit it in 3 different water hazards on one hole. And the last one that was behind the hole, I thought, you know what? I'm not going nowhere near the water. I'm gonna put this thing safely behind the hole. Guess what was behind the hole that wasn't showing up on the map?
Water.
Of course it was water. It was fun though. My best drive of the day was 189 yards. So at 64 years old and out of shape as I am, to still be able to hit a golf ball that far and straight down the middle of the fairway, I was pretty happy about that. My worst drive of the day was about 15 yards. We go from damn near 200 to barely off the tee. I sunk a 29-foot putt, which was really sweet. And I sunk a 12-foot putt, which was really sweet. It was fun. MPA Asian Artist says, I'm here supporting people. We appreciate that. I appreciate that. If I'm not subscribed to you, I will be. I don't know if I have mine set up to where I can go to your channel off of mine. Yes, I can. So I'm going to check that right now. I will take care of that. I appreciate you supporting. And I appreciate you subscribing to people's. Hopefully you subscribe to this people. That would be good. I would appreciate it. In case anyone is wondering why tonight's opening pre-introduction was 650 and a lot of sad faces, that's because I hit 656 again. I'm beginning to feel like Forrest Gump. Again. And I'm back down to 650. Again. I think it's a cap YouTube says. I think they toy with you. I'm like, oh, let's let him get to 650, but then let's drop him back. 656, yeah, we'll bring him back. I don't know. I doubt it. It's too coincidental. There for a while it was $5.99. Now I've broken that threshold. So Alex is going, here it's going, I think Alex has got snow, or he did have snow. We had a little bit of snow this morning. Just enough that I couldn't get up our driveway. I told Mrs. K we're moving. We're going to move because of the driveway. We just put all the money in renovating things in this house, and because of the driveway that I can't get, we couldn't get up it. It was kind of fun, actually. I was having fun. Mrs. K was scared to death.
I like I said, that's it. Guess you sell some cat litter.
I forgot to get that while we were at Walmart. That was one of the things on my list, actually, was to get cat litter. I was a little bit frustrated at Walmart. The weather outside was cold, so I asked Mrs. K what we needed to get so I could park to the closest Point Verde, and I'm probably mispronouncing that. Point Verde Beach, Florida is where it's an actual golf course. If you want to Google it and look at all the water that's on that course, I found most of that water today.
There was actually some well, it's flurries. You probably wouldn't say it was much. You probably say it wasn't much, but there was actually some flurries that moved across Georgia, north of here.
I seen on the national news tonight where parts of Tennessee, Arkansas, and Georgia got a lot of accumulating snow. They
North
said
Georgia
Tennessee
got a lot, but I'm just talking about central Georgia.
They said Tennessee was under a state of emergency. I don't know if
Yeah,
that's
I'm
true
pretty
or
sure
not.
they are. It got as far as a little above Macon, but it wasn't nothing that stuck or anything. There's
It
a
looks
part
like
of Georgia. There's a
Go
part
ahead.
of Georgia called the Fall Line, and it moves. It runs from like parts of middle Alabama to up through Macon, above Columbus, up through Macon, and up to Augusta. Jeff probably know what I'm talking about because he lived in Aiken, South Carolina. So
Right.
I'm not sure how far up the Fall Line actually goes, but
Matthew Camp is saying he thinks it's Western Tennessee. Photo Mix Media joins us. He says, sup? Matthew says, yes, we did get a bunch of snow.
you don't lick that.
Good to see Matthew joining us in chat. Good to see Jose joining us. Wintermute dropped the link. You can see it, and okay, I'll go check his stream. Oh, is he doing a live stream of that? Let me see if I click on that. Where will that default to? That's going to default over. Oh my gosh. That's more snow than we got. Wow. Yeah, I'm I'm gearing toward a warm weather state with decent golf courses and no water on them whatsoever. Oh, and it gets worse, or as Darren would say, he says it with a smile. It gets better. It gets worse. No, it got worse. I haven't hit bunkers all year long this year. Never went one bunker. Not one. I go to a virtual golf course, and I go in a bunker. I hit it out of the bunker. Right back into the same bunker. That's how big the bunker was. Hello, Wendy. Good to see Wendy joining us in chat.
You hit Archie Bunker?
Yeah, I felt like it. I mean, I thought I was on the beach on the ocean for a minute because I hit it out of the bunker and I'm like, all right, how am I back in the bunker? And we looked at the map. It was a huge bunker. Notice I didn't say sand trap. It's officially called a bunker. You know, everybody. Do what, Chris?
When they mention Bunker Hill, it's something to do with war history. I don't know, but that makes me think of, for some reason, Archie Bunker's head.
No,
his forehead.
It wasn't. I beat him. I beat Jake today. I don't know how I beat him. And we've determined the next time we go back, we're going to probably try to get in 18 holes at the same course. And hopefully we play better on the front nine and we can have a disastrous back nine and it won't matter because we've not played it. No problem, MPA artist. I am watching one of your videos now and I will return the subscription to you. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Hope to see you back sometime. Very nice of you to stop by. I appreciate it. I imagine he found us through going to YouTube and hitting the live button. I do that from time to time just to see what's out there. There is some weird stuff out there. Very weird. Tracy is asking how the weather is for Wendy. If she's in the United States, unless she's in Florida or Southern California or maybe Phoenix, Arizona, she's cold. I know Miami got up to 80 today, I saw. I thought about looking into moving to Miami, but that's not going to work. So, Massachusetts is wet and cold. Dude.
Do not disturb me. I'm eating tacos.
Wait, hang on. What are we having?
Tacos.
Well, that looks good. That looks real good. You got enough for everybody?
Sure, come and get it.
What is it, about a 9-hour drive from me to you?
About that.
Yeah. I'm quite sure the tacos would be gone by the time I got there.
Probably so.
Which is fair. I get it. I got to go find something here.
Oh, good grief. Windows XP 2024 edition, the final boss fantasy of OSs. People are still making bootleg copies of XP.
And people are probably still downloading it, and people are probably still putting them on an older machine and hopefully not going online.
No, these modified versions, I've seen where they will work. I don't know how, but I see where they will work with newer hardware. Now, I don't know how true that is. I read it. It will be kind of stupid to try that, but
it's only 2 degrees here, and oh man, I am sorry to hear that you don't have any heat. That is not good. Tracy, remind me again of where you're at, because I have forgotten. I'm going to start writing myself notes. Ski Man had cheesesteaks for dinner. We had cornbread, because Mr. Cheek said I couldn't have cornbread, so we had cornbread. And a Filipino stew of sorts. It had bok choy, squash, potatoes, onions, peppers, some kind of beef, Cool. Tracy is in Illinois. What part of Illinois? I used to live in Charleston, where Eastern Illinois University is at. Long Dog joins us in chat and says, if it matters, I have a license for Windows XP. I believe it's an enterprise or something like that. I don't remember the technology. Every time I use it, the key would work, but that's back in the olden days. Yes,
Who
the
said
olden.
that?
Long Dog, the olden days.
Well, I bet you I know what the first 4 letters of that key is.
Matthew Camp says, cornbread is good, but I haven't had it. I have had it with sugar, but who knows? It might be good. I didn't even look at the sugar content. I had 2 pieces of it. It was good. It was, I want to say Zatarans, I believe, or something like that. It was good. It was a mix. It wasn't homemade. Southern Illinois. Yeah, you're right there in the middle of all this madness, this coldness. They do predict we are going to get up into the 20s Thursday and Friday, but they're also predicting we're going to have snow Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But they said they think at this time there's not going to be any accumulation. So that's good. Yeah, we only had it because Alex said I couldn't have it. And the stew soup was really good. The only thing disturbing about dinner tonight is I tried to watch the IU Purdue game, and I told you guys IU was going to get beat. I didn't think they'd get waxed by whatever the final score was. They were down 21 at half, and when I finally got disgusted with the game and left, they were down about 18. So Purdue's number 2 in the nation. IU's not doing too good. Purdue's a big team, big, strong. They'll do good in the tournament this year. So, okay, Chris, what was my first few letters? A, D. I'd like to phone a friend. Chris, you've been challenged on the first few letters.
Londall, don't give that out over to YouTube.
Well, Ski Man is asking. You can give the first few letters.
I'm talking about
Don't give the whole key, by no means. Yeah, we could do that privately afterwards. Ski Man, you're going to have to shoot me an email and get on the Zoom. You don't have to show your face, and you can just say hi and then mute your camera. I mean, look at Alex now. We all know how ugly he is, and he's got his camera muted. Hey, Sin, when did you get here? Wait a minute. Is the bell not working?
Ding dong.
Nope, I have the bell set. I thought I set that up earlier.
I got here at 9 o'clock.
Wow. I'm slow. Sorry, kid. Hey, it's fine, Ski Man. You'll eventually make it here. And then you still have to go to the internet and download a good hour or so more updates. Yeah, I don't know that I would do that, but I'm content where things are sitting right now with my system. It seems to be going really good. Ever since I made a slight little change to something.
I'm going to delete that as soon as he answers.
Chris Garrett says, Long Dog, does the key start with an F? And the very
No, don't
last
read it. Don't read it. Don't read it. I'm going to delete it as soon as he answers.
Well, he hadn't read it
Get
yet.
in trouble. And I don't have the option to delete.
I'll delete it for you. Don't worry.
The what?
Waiting on. Oh, I'll delete it. I got it. I'm just waiting on Long Dog to answer, and I'm gonna give him 3, 2, 1.
He answered.
He answered, but he didn't answer with if it was correct or not. Jeff Ryman says hello. Hello, Jeff. So, Ski Man said that those were not for the numbers for him. But that's good. It's all good. And Long Dog says our friends in China were the biggest pirates for XP. I don't think what they were doing today. Most of the copies of XP. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
XP with no service pack. I'll talk about that key after the stream.
That's fine.
It is the first few letters mean something.
Oh, okay.
People gonna think it's funny, but
hello, Jeff.
Good evening. It's
And
back
I
from
did-
dropping the kid at baseball.
I did hear the bell that time. Just practice tonight, or is there a game?
Practice.
When's the next set of
Didn't want
games?
to go because they had a 3-day weekend, but he was informed that with all the money that Dad and Grandpa pay for his stuff, that he's going.
I agree 100%. Yep.
He said, "Well, I'll quit." And I said, "Well, then you get to pay back $400 a month for the last 3 years that your dad and I have spent on it."
Mowing
Oh.
grass and sweeping lawn. Yep. Yep.
He has talent. He just didn't want to go today. Sometimes after a 3-day weekend of games, the coach lets him have Tuesday off, and he didn't this time. So he thought he'd just take off anyway.
I thought they won their tournament this past weekend.
No, they got second. They won 5 games and
Oh.
lost the final.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I think they should have had it off as well. Practice makes better, not perfect. That's
Yep.
very true. Very true. Yeah,
Well, I don't know what they pirated XP so much for. XP was not a very good operating system internally, according to some of the people who developed it. It was popular.
Yeah, it was very popular.
Yeah, because it was pirated.
Well,
Is that what
but
it is?
on that one guy's channel, can't think of it off, Dave's Garage, he's interviewed some of the people who worked on some of that for Microsoft. And Dave Cutler, maybe the guy that came to Microsoft from DEC, who helped build Windows NT and its successors, said that internally XP was a piece of crap.
Vlogger Man says late morning to us and to me. Hello,
Well, it
Vlogger
was-
Man. It is 9:26 here, so what is going to be 10:26 in the Philippines? 10:26 a.m. Oh yeah, I got a clock right in front of me. What am I doing this in my head for? There's a doggone clock in front of me.
What is that, PHT?
Yes,
HP was
PHT.
fine.
Yes, rub it in,
What
Jeff.
is the H? What does the H stand? Oh, PH.
Philippine time. I believe it's
Okay,
just
I thought it
Philippine
was-
time.
I thought the P for Philippines and H for something else.
No,
but
I could
guess-
ask Mrs. K, but I believe it's just for Philippine time. I'm not sure.
All right.
HP was fine until they it was fine after they done a service pack, especially service pack 3.
Well, according to Dave Cutler, his team was brought in after the fact, and they fixed over 5,000 internal bugs in
I
XP.
know.
And they had another few hundreds or 1,000 that they could mitigate but not fix.
Sam dropped a
was
pretty
the
cool
first,
link.
I think it was the first operating system you had to activate. And they cracked the activation. Pirates.
Not
Very
complete-
cool video.
The guy that does Dave's Garage is the guy who wrote the activation software. He's got a video about it out there someplace.
Gonna have to get a translator for my chat so that when the Philippine supporters show up and or get Mrs. K to sit in, she could translate for me.
Well, Lawn Dog, I had XP Media Center on a machine, and about once a year I had to reinstall everything from scratch. It just got to where it wouldn't work.
Hmm.
And what I finally did one time after I installed it and got all the bloatware out of it, then I made an image backup of it at that stage.
Right.
So I didn't have to remove the bloatware when I redid it again. And so once a year I would just restore that image, and it included Service Pack 3, and then just go from there.
Right.
So it was an HP. I don't have nothing against HP. I was just asking.
Well, no, I mean, I've used a lot of HP systems. I've also had some Dell systems. I've had what was the one with the cow stuff on the box?
Gateway.
Gateway.
Gateway. I've had a Gateway. I've had Dell. I had a PC's Limited motherboard at work, which was the precursor to Dell. So I've had one someplace in a box here. I've got I can't think of the name of E-Machines.
I've had one of those.
I bought an E-Machine with Windows 7 on it from a pawn shop in Aiken, South Carolina. I got the computer and a keyboard, maybe 2 keyboards and a mouse and 2 monitors for $125.
Yeah, I used to love going to the pawn shops in Vegas because they
That was
start out
before-
ridiculous prices, and then they had the tag on there to tell you when it would drop down to after a year or whatever. So there goes the
Yeah.
scroll.
Windows 7 would be after they were sold.
Give a real quick shout out to the generic good night to YouTube. You can see me waving. We'll see you tomorrow night, 9 o'clock.